Yep, the Lumix S1 Mark II. I know some of you might be calling me crazy, but we're going to break it down. So today we are talking about the Lumix S1 Mark II and my recent experience using it alongside the counterpart Lumix S5 Mark IIX. They're both good video cameras. Terrific. I like them. I've used them for a while. Coming from a Sony background, I feel like the two are really close, and I know some people might come for me in the comments, but these guys have done way a lot. They've packed so much into this camera body. In the first place, I felt like the S5 Mark IIX in the Lumix line was the better video camera, but at some point I had to change my mind that this was the go-to at the moment as we speak, because there's so many cameras that are coming out every day. No doubt Lumix is going to release more cameras, but as we speak now, this camera honestly stood out really well for me because there's so much that you can get out of this body, including internal RAW recording, ProRes RAW, by the way. Internally, other cameras are still recording externally on Ninja or Atomos recorders, which makes me think that these guys are thinking about filmmakers more and more every day, and they're always ahead of the game. I just feel like their PR is not the best. I just wish the Lumix PR, like the marketing team, was as good as the Sony marketing team, because with Sony, honestly, I used Sony for more than 5 years, I would say, and I feel like their marketing team is doing a great job because their cameras are good, don't get me wrong. The color science is good. I've used them before for sure, but they don't give you enough like the way these guys give you. First and foremost, these guys, the flavors that you get, the recording flavors are so many. There's so many options, and it's full frame too, you know. And I think Lumix and Blackmagic are making the L mount more popular. L mount was a Leica camera mount, and it was for a specific niche of people. But Blackmagic and Lumix, I feel like they give you more in their cameras compared to the rest of the competition, and I just feel like the marketing needs to be better for these specific Lumix cameras, in my opinion, of course. And I'm speaking from experience using all these brands before. I've used Blackmagic, I've used Canon, I've used Sony. The great thing that they did with this Lumix S1 Mark II is the ability to separate photography from videography. So basically what happens, you are able to, depending on what kind of video business you're doing, you are able to take photos and video at the same time without messing up the settings from each side, exposure, aperture, and all that good stuff. You're able to just switch with a button. And this same button, you can always turn it to maybe slow-mo, S&Q, video, and photography. And you can always just flip that quicker. And I saw this, I think, on the Sony a7 IV. I had an a7 IV for a while, and I really loved that camera. I really loved it, but they were not packing it with enough. It wasn't enough. The color science was good. I even filmed a short film on the Sony a7 Mark IV, an entire full short film, which really did well. The fact that you are even able to record on SSDs on this guy, like SSDs, just like Blackmagic, you can record on different types of SSDs. Could be the Samsung, the T5s or the T7s, or most SSDs, I would say, you can record off this. And also, you could record RAW externally using the Ninja or a Blackmagic Video Assist. The 12G version, you can do that. Basically, there's so much. They give you all the options in the world, and the color science just got better. We are in this world where, depending on what kind of video business you're doing, where clients really demand certain brands, they demand certain cameras. They're like, oh, I would like you to shoot on Sony. I want Sony FX9, FX6, FX3. Of course, yeah, sure. I've had those clients before. Been able to use Sony for sure if they want, but when it comes to if the clients, because honestly speaking, certain clients don't really care what brand you are shooting on, as long as it looks great, because most cameras now do a great job with image quality, color sans, and all that stuff. So there's more value in what the video does for a client than image quality in it, because everyone has good image quality. So there's so much stuff that Lumix does, and other cameras do it later on, and they do good marketing around it, and it looks like it's new to people, if you get what I mean. Because open gate, these guys have had open gate for more than 5 years, and look now, Canon C50 open gate, Sony open gate. They're trying to, I think there's an update, I don't know if it's on the FX3 or something. Open gate, open gate, open gate. Everyone's open gate, open gate. You know, like OpenGate has been around Lumix forever, you know, forever. Blackmagic kind of jump on board as well. And when it comes to this, in comparison to the S5 Mark II X, I would say this is a good upgrade if you're thinking of upgrading from S5 II or S5 II X. The Lumix S1 Mark II is a great upgrade. It's worth the upgrade because it feels better in the arm. The grip is thicker. Of course, it still looks like the S5 Mark II X from the top. They still look alike. There's certain features that still look alike. And I like that there's a record button here. I remember this on the GH6. The record button here, and also on the S1H, I believe. So yeah, I've shown quite a few Lumix cameras, a few brands of Lumix. So the record button's there. I love it. That's the other difference. There's also this red ring around here, which is also, well, the S5 Mark II X was kind of designed to be all black in a way for some reason. Some people like all black, because I've seen people have dirt tape blocking the name of a brand type of thing. I don't know, people do that. I just feel like maybe if Lumix could continue with the cinema line, they kind of dropped that area, which is a bummer, because I just feel like this should have been like a cinema body, you know. They will get more people crossing over there, just like what the EVA one was like. For some reason, they dumped the entire cinema line and they focused on other stuff. Probably they make more money in other stuff than in cinema cameras. And they're putting all the power in here, because I think we are in the age of small but mighty, just like the FX3. It's small but mighty. So it looks like that's where we're heading now. Small but mighty. Just like you see the Canon C50, small but mighty. You know, there's so much packed into that camera. And I do intend to maybe rent it out on a job and see how that goes. But yeah, I mean, so if you found this video helpful, or you want to join the Lumix fan club, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I found this helpful, and I'm going to keep it in my bag and rather rent out the rest of the brands. So yeah, if you found this helpful, if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.